Recently, I made a post on social media about wearing masks in public. And probably not surprisingly, I got all kinds of opinions on every side of the spectrum. Those on one side who were adamant that you couldn't be forced to wear a mask, it was going against your social liberties. And then on the other side of the equation, those who were adamant, equally adamant, that if you didn't wear a mask, that you were killing people. And so it made me ask the question, can we have really good, difficult conversations that are successful over social media? And as I've thought about this, I think the answer is no, we can't. I don't think you're going to have really good, meaningful, successful conversations over social media. And let me tell you why. So first of all, in order to have a really effective conversation, the first thing is that you have to believe that the other person has good intent. And in my experience, going into these difficult conversations online over social media, the first thing that people tend to do is throw away any good intent that the other side has. They start labeling them and they start making some assumptions about that other individual, about their intelligence, about their ability to reason, about their level of trust in government, and all these other things. And so right away, if they're going into the conversation not believing in the good intent of the other individual, that's not going to be a successful conversation. And from my experience, most social media conversations start out with ill intent or believing that the other person doesn't really have good intent. The second thing for a conversation to be really effective and good is that you have to believe in the outcome as well. So going into that conversation, you have to believe that it's going to have a successful outcome. But really, how often do you go into that conversation thinking, I'm going to change that other person's mind? Now, based on these statistics, this person is absolutely going to just change everything that they believe about that issue. It just doesn't happen. And so we go into the conversation not believing that it's going to have a positive outcome. And so as a result, since we think, what's the point? It's not going to be successful. We become snarky. We make really funny comments. We try to sort of outdo the other comment. We try to throw out more facts. But really, we never thought that that conversation was going to be successful. And as a result, it's not. So for those two reasons, I don't think social media is going to be a really great avenue for having difficult, meaningful, successful conversations because we don't believe in the good intent of others and we don't believe in a successful outcome right from the start. These are principles that we can also apply to management situations as well. Same thing working with your employees. You have to believe in their good intent and you have to believe going into a difficult conversation that it's going to have a positive outcome. So anyway, if you're going into social media trying to change the world, maybe just use it for what it should be used for. Have fun, share some memes, share some laughs, get to know your family that is out of town, get to know what's going on in other people's lives, but probably not going to change anyone's deep-held religious, political, or other beliefs. Anyway, hope that was interesting. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.